What up YouTube, Topaz Jace back for another daily review, and this one is to that Terminally Ill by these guys. It's Different and Forever MC, in which this is the first I've heard of these individuals. They may have been putting in work for times before, I really don't know, but ultimately what they're doing with this and the upcoming project is the same things that DJ Khaled does. And overall, they pieced together a pretty strong project right here, man. I'm gonna give this one the green light here, featuring the likes of Chino XL, King Crooked, Tech 9, and Ritz, some of my favorite acts and stuff right there, man. And they selected some pretty good production there with Static Selector. It all came together rather well. But yet, you know, a lot of people really just don't understand exactly what it is that DJ Khaled does. You look at the track listings and the credits and you realize, okay, DJ Khaled doesn't write anything. DJ Khaled didn't produce anything. He really is not involved in anything besides talking over a bunch of tracks. So how is it that he's getting all of this acclaim for all of this stuff that he's getting other people to do? And to answer that question, you got to look at it like it's a lot like Uber. What exactly does Uber do? Like, yes, they're the biggest taxi cab company out there in the world right now, but how many taxis do they own? Like, everybody that you get a Uber ride from, you could get their contact information and call them direct whenever you need a ride. All they really do is put up the money and they have the established business clientele already and take their money off the top. That's pretty much what DJ Khaled does. Even though he's not actually creating the music, he has his hand in creating the music. He'll put up the money for it, he'll go ahead and promote it and put it out there. And this is the same thing that these individuals are doing here. And my thing is, it's a difficult game to break into just being this because, one, your self-promotion gotta be on the level of DJ Khaled because nobody is coming to these particular songs to see anything from those people. You did. They come into this song because they like Tech 9's strange music or Chino XL and all of these individuals, man. That's the reason why people are coming to this, and you're not going to have these people on every song of your project. So therefore, people will just take that one and done and not care about anything you do, and that's just a flawed amount of money that you spent on this. And that's why it's a very difficult game to break into. But let's go ahead and break this joint down, starting with the production, man, as I rather enjoyed it because it really fits in with what everybody is doing on this track. Like, they went out and got a whole bunch of fast spitters who have their own strengths and weaknesses and such, man, but it all matches up well with that production. Really wasn't feeling the hook though. My thing is, if you're going to use scratching and all that to be your hook, then it has to absolutely be fire and it has to fit. And I really don't feel as though either of those prerequisites was met with this actual hook right here, but yet the actual core beat was pretty dope. But then when you break down some of these verses, man, like Chino XL, like, he really focuses in on his delivery, his flow, his wordplay, and all of that stuff, man. Like, he's actually rather well-rounded and solid. It's just he's not over-the-top phenomenal with his lyricism or anything like that. But yet he does say some super slick things. Like how he said, okay, canon and canon in order to keep these people from being narcoleptic. Like, that was cool wordplay right there because cannon, as in hand cannon, need a gun, and the cannon, in which canon can mean also like your whole life story. Like, have you seen with Dragon Ball FighterZ being so popular right now, there's a little bit of people out there saying, okay, how are you going to create a team like this that has a bunch of people on it that would never work together in the actual canon of the anime? That's ultimately what it means. Like, that's what the canon is. You got to know the story of everything that's happening. So he's saying we need a gun in our story in order for people to stop sleeping on us. Like, that was super slick. The next verse was from King Crooked, man, as King Crooked is one of those who focuses heavily on his lyricism, man, and his punchlines and such, but yet he's also pretty well-rounded, man, from doing this for years with his whole skill set. So he comes off pretty dope, but I like some of the things that he's saying, like how, okay, anybody out there who's claiming to be realer than me, they deserve an Oscar. Pretty much saying, okay, I'm the realest out there. And anybody saying that they're realer, they're pretty much an actor that's trying to get an Academy Award. Like, that was pretty cool of a punchline. Tech 9 is one of those guys that focuses so heavily on his delivery delivery and flow. Like, he's not really having strong lyricism, saying much, but yet he says it's so cool that people kind of mistake it for lyricism. So, I mean, it's not bad. Like, he definitely fits in with the track, but yet I would say it's rather lacking in the lyrical area. And then Ritz, one of my favorite MCs that's out there right now, he definitely does his thing. See, Ritz is the perfect balance of lyricism and flow and delivery and mastery of his whole style and all of that stuff, dude. Like how he's saying in his verse, like, people see him and then they be all lost for words, like Mariah Carey at the New Year's Eve show. Also how he's saying how we inhale chemtrails courtesy of SoundCloud. That was fire right there, because for those of you who don't know chemtrails, that's pretty much the chemical trails left behind planes as they fly past, and a lot of people are pointing at it like, okay, these chemtrails that happen over communities, when those chemtrails come down, it's like the people don't know how to act anymore. You dig? Like, it's a negative effect on the people. And he's taking that and applying it to SoundCloud and such, man, in which chemtrails are left in the clouds that come down to the population. But SoundCloud is the music site and such, man. But that's like the music that's coming to the people and saying that the music today is so bad it's messing up everybody's ears. I love that punchline. Overall, man, this was a super well done track. I definitely recommend you guys to go ahead and peep it out. It's just, you know, these types of projects where people are just selecting their favorite MCs and piecing together joints. A lot of people are doing them, and you know, the notoriety behind it is never going to be that heavy. Like, you gotta have hits after hits, and you gotta self-promote yourself super heavy like DJ Khaled did in order for you to leave a mark in this game. But yet, I'm gonna try to keep my eyes open for the next projects that come from these guys. I hope you enjoyed the show. You can follow me at Twitter up there, and you can go to downloadpads.com that's down there to read today's article.